So, let's join on Ronaldo. Uh, in the nature of it, hello, hello, hello. So, Kiganasi, six, this is not good. Right? Hello, hello, guys, hello. Guys. Hello, guys. Yeah, yeah. Hello, hello, guys, hello. Guys.
Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here. And those of you who have joined us for our live coverage, I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So we're very much on the way now. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the modern great that is Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, and without question, one of England's all-time finest. His record speaks for itself.
And his face is that of a man who simply cannot accept defeat. During games, he is always laser-focused.
And on your right,
he fights tooth and nail for every win. What a save! Terrific reactions! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And they've got... What a save! Olise has it out wide and in space. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the...
Offside. Offside. Offside.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Rooney. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Olise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. The muscular approach does pay off here. Knocks it into space. Koundé. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And Upamecano. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Tries to play it through. Always onto this. And the shot! Goal! France!
Oh my God.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Bellingham. Gerrard. Bellingham. Going about things with real menace. Dembele. Upamecano. Saliba. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Doué. Great vision. And he's managed to get free. And here's Mbappe. Olise! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's a cute ball. Oh, and the shot! And that's a sharp finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach.
And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring. And that is indeed the final act. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And so the action is resumed.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be. But they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's shifting. Decent chance! Oh, crossbar! No, he's missed it.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Dembele. It's Dembele! And that is great goalkeeping.
Dembele probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Shot, surely! And yes, it's there! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, This isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. It's a really well-measured ball. And a chance! Keeper always had the measure of that.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Defending of the desperate variety. France are looking to go forward now. Well timed, excellent interception. No, again, there's no way through. Rabiot. And he's forced to go back. Chouameni. This is a promising build-up. Cherki. Oh, it's come loose. Akanji trying to keep this in. And Cherki. Now it's Dembele. Cherki picks it up out wide. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Time for a change in personnel. Fernandez. Senesi. And it's Fernandez. A probing pass. And no, that was never going to make it. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Akliush. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Rooney. Aimed beyond the defence. Akliush.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Fernandez.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Koundé. France clearly now in lead preservation mode. And it's Akliush. Whistle's gone and they've got themselves a free kick. Gerrard. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Rooney. Tries a deft little ball. And that's that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile.
Oh my God.
Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And that gets things running. Burmo gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
As fleet-footed as they come, Peter, but it's his quickness of thought that really gives him the edge. 1 second you think there's nothing on, and then he's just wriggled away from his marker and opened up the whole defence. He can pick the pass too, so he's very hard to contain.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. That's a little off target. Ahmad, Van Dijk does well to get it back. Now, can they get him away? And no, that was never going to make it. Corner then. And we have our very first corner. And that should get the job done. And it's Dallo. Oh, that's well spotted. Rooney, never the sort to be shot shy. And that has been knocked clear. Now it's Ahmad.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
The cutback. Can he finish? Fantastic from Mainu. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. Manchester United take the lead. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, shapes to shoot! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline.
It's Rooney! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
That's crazy, man.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Oh, this looks sharp. Rooney running with intent. Rooney! And that tested the keeper.
Rooney probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
There's the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Diogo Dalot gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Rooney. Now that looks a decent ball. He's found a way through. He's in a good position. And the shot! It's run. That's another chance. And no mistake. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So could they be onto something here? Well timed, excellent interception. Gabriel. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Menu. Big chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. And it's Rooney. Oh, easy pickings there. Played into space. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that has not gone well. Can he get on the end of this? Space for him to turn and look. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Tries to play it through. Great vision. Gabriel calmly anticipates. Deftly away. Menu looking to add to his goal. Great ball if he can get there. Gabriel. Fernandez. Gerrard. Gabriel cuts it out. Burmo. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That is good alertness. Not the most convincing of passes. This might spell to... And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Menu engages and forces him off the ball. Threads one in. It's Rooney! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Oh, you could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Matches Cunha has fallen kindly here. And no, he couldn't find the finish. The final 5 minutes. Gerrard. And it's Fernandez. It's Van Dijk. Burmo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Fernandez tries to pass it through, and this is Rooney. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And that's going to be a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. And it's Dallo. And this is Rooney. Quality ball. That looks a good ball through. And that will be the final act. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end.